Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So we are planning to go on a bit of a brunch breakfast excursion out to a place called Simmenau Farmstay. I've never been there. I actually wanted to go somewhere else, but then we found out they don't do breakfasts anymore, so I looked around and I found that spot. So yeah, we'll just finish kitting up and then we will get out of here and go and see what this place is all about. Are you excited?
A little bit.
A little bit. Jeez, okay. All right, we'll get you guys on the road. Our doggos, they know something's happening again, so those two are usually always just playing, and this one, as usual, is just wanting attention.
Amy.
And Amy scolds us if we seeing that we're going somewhere without her. Slowly but surely we're creeping closer and closer to the Kupferberg mountain range. It might not show this so clearly on the cameras, but inclines and declines are quite steep. Here we're starting to cut through the mountains to work our way through until we can get to the gravel. Some of my road bike buddies enjoying the freshly tarred or newly tarred roads, giving him some more playground. And here we're transitioning from tar road to gravel road. And for the rest of the trip, everything is going to be gravel. Noreen's pointing out the eagle that she saw. Unfortunately, I did not see it. As always, you see the good stuff when the camera's off. So there's a giraffe that appeared out of nowhere. So what do? We have to turn around so we can show you guys what Namibia is all about. I wanted to get as close as possible to the giraffe for you guys, but clearly the giraffe was not comfortable with us there, so we decided to rather just stop and let him calm down. This is what makes traveling through Namibia so amazing. You can come around a corner and you can see any of the wildlife that's roaming free here. So this not only makes for really interesting and exciting riding, because you've got to keep your eyes peeled not only on the road but also for what you can see around the next bush. Lo and behold, as we turned around, we saw another one in the distance. Unfortunately, you can't see that too clearly on the camera because of how far they were away from us. A whole bunch of baboons having their morning meeting in the tree there, and then the rest was scattering over the road as we came closer. Guinea fowl is always everywhere, and they can be quite dangerous. If they hit your front screen dead on, they will probably break it, and that is not what you want on a trip like this. Endless stretches of stunning gravel roads, and the CF Moto 800 MTX is eating it up like sweet, sweet cake. Turning off from the main gravel road, from here on out it will be much smaller and a little bit more difficult farm roads, which will lead us all the way to Simmenau Farmstay. Gotta keep your eyes peeled, for they can appear at any time. At this point in time, I wish I had eyes like a chameleon. That way I could keep one eye on the gemsbok and on the other eye I could keep on the road. And now what would farm roads be without having to open and close some gates? Pointing out to Noreen where the final destination will be. This road now is becoming a lot more technical, a lot more ups, a lot more downs, loose gravel here and there. For the pillion, I'm sure it is not that comfortable, but as always, Noreen is an outstanding pillion. At this point we are being introduced to all the animals on the farm, and here we're just getting to know them and just enjoying the absolute tranquility and beauty of this place. I don't know if you guys can see that on the video. We've got some springbok walking down there. They are quite far, so I don't know if the GoPro will pick it up. But this is a stunning little place where we came out to, called Simmenau Farmstay. So Simmenau Farmstay, I found it on Google Maps just by accident. Lovely little place, awesome hosts. So if you guys are ever in this area and you're looking for a Airbnb or a place to stay, please look up Simmenau Farmstay. It's about 60 kilometers outside of Windhoek, very easy drive in a car and on a motorcycle. And awesome place, really worth the while. Lots of animals to see. So yeah, I would really advise, if you guys are ever in this area and you're looking for a place to stay, hook up Simmenau Farmstay, and I'm sure you guys will be extremely happy. The baboon there, the old lady, she's completely blind, so she just follows the owner's voice and then basically just sits and eats grass. This guy roams freely, but because he knows he can get food here, he comes and visits all the time, so they will probably let him out and let him roam freely just now. And then there's one of the dogs. We've got a baby zebra that's still drinking milk. So she's part of the house animals, and we've got a couple of other dogs here and a cat. The cat is lying right there, sunning itself, and we've got these little mongooses. Awesome.
We are here at the farm, and it's an absolutely lovely place. The experience is also fantastic. This morning I was a little bit apprehensive of the gravel roads, because for a pillion it can be quite taxing if it becomes too bumpy. But I must say the Kumferberg gravel road was actually, it was very nice. No, not much of a hassle. Obviously when we got here, the farm roads a bit more gravel, so yeah, that was a little bit uncomfortable. But I would recommend, for anyone else who would like to do this, that if you do have a pillion, that much rather get a gel seat, like I have a gel seat. We didn't use it this morning.
Yeah, I forgot to put on the gel seat this morning. It's all on me.
But nevertheless, the experience was fantastic. We saw, as you would see, a lot of gemsbok. We saw 2 giraffe. I saw eagles, so I'm very chuffed because I love eagles. They're my favorite animal. And it was, there were lots of other wild animals as well. And at the farm, it's quite amazing. You can see the dam is dry right now, but there's
got a little bit of water in at the end there.
Yeah. But there's some
Springbok
gazelle there. This is quite a fantastic place to visit. And we just found out that the owners of the place, Barista, she actually went to school with Jacques. Yeah. And what's also great is because I follow her son on social media, Ruben. He has a channel.
Do you know what the channel's name is?
Yeah, I don't know now, but I can check later. We can ask Barista as well, where he showcases his interactions with all these animals, how he raised them, and he's got a lot of followers as well. So Namibia, that's the wonderful thing about our country. It's natural, it's a little bit of wildness, but also we don't have a lot of people. Our population is approximately 3 million, and because of that, you bump into someone often that you know, which is also great and fantastic. So that's just a recap for me from a pillion's perspective. Like I said, I was really apprehensive this morning because I'm not too fond of the gravel roads. It can become very uncomfortable. Over the years, I've been a pillion with Jacques for a number of years now, and over the years I've learned to sort of adapt to his body movements. But it can still, on the gravel roads, it's different because it's bumpy and it can become a bit uncomfortable. But overall, the trip here was very nice and manageable from my side.
Yeah, so for gravel road wise, is everything you know of a street bike or how you would ride a motorcycle on the tarmac needs to go out of the window, and you apply completely different rules to how you ride the bike on gravel. I prefer standing up. I know for Noreen it is not very comfortable if I stand in front of her. The best would obviously be if the rider and pillion both stand up, but because Noreen and myself haven't done anything like this in quite some more time, we need a little bit more practice with it, and I know that at the moment Noreen is not feeling comfortable doing that, so we will do more of this and we'll get more adept with it. But it's the bike has really surprised me. Absolutely amazing. I can't fault anything on the bike. When we get back home, I will do like a little bit of a review recap from my side. But so far, literally, I have to nitpick to find anything that I am not happy with the bike.
Yes, the bike is really, for me as well, it's very comfortable. So yeah, I can't complain about that. I would just like to add as well that this farm also offers rooms.
Yeah, Airbnb, I've already said that, and said that if people are looking for a place outside of town,
Yes.
To please come and hit these people up, you will not be sorry. So this is our breakfast that they've prepared for us. We've got some fruits there, we've got some cheese, we've got some cold meats like salamis and stuff. We've got some... Reg, baie dankie. We've got some bacon and sausages and tomatoes, some scrambled eggs. We've got some other breakfast stuff, like if you don't want anything hot, everything is here. Absolutely amazing. So yeah, we're on our way home now. Just thought I would just take another picture or another little bit of footage, seeing that a lot of these animals came in now to graze and to drink water. It's absolutely amazing. It is so calming, so relaxing, so beautiful. on my way to Windhoek. CF Moto MTX 800 has brought me and Noreen both back safely. Right guys, I promised a very quick, brief review on the bike. So, as you all know already, I've got the CF Moto 800 MTX. I'm not going to go through all the nitty-gritty of the details. What the bike has got, we can quickly go from side to side. So it comes with a quick shifter up and down. It comes with a 7-inch TFT, which is a very, very nice display for me. It doesn't overwhelm you with information, but it gives you everything you need to know. So you've got tire pressure sensors, you've got tire temperature sensors, you've got your different trips, trip 1, trip 2, your total trippage. I've done 2,262 kilometers so far. You've got your fuel ranges, how much you can still go. So I can still do another 105 kilometers. I get, at the speeds I was traveling today, I get around, I would say 480 kilometers on a tank, which is amazing. One of the big things, I don't know if you guys can see it down there, that the bike comes standard with is a steering damper. I'll see if I can maybe get some better. So there's a steering damper. It did pick up a little bit of dust today, but LED lights, front, rear, everywhere, indicators, everything. Alright, so is there anything that I dislike about the bike? And like I said before, I really have to dig deep to find anything that I don't like. And the stuff that I don't like is really nitty-gritty stuff. So the standard screen, if you go standard screen, this is the tallest screen, the standard screen. If you drop it all the way down, it gives good protection, but your head, your helmet is in open air, which gives absolutely no buffeting. The moment if you put up the smaller screen all the way to the top, then you start getting a little bit of buffeting. So I got the taller screen, put that on. In the lowest position you get a little bit of buffeting, in the tallest position you get a little bit of buffeting. So what I did is I made this hole for myself to cancel out all the negative air behind the screen. So if the wind comes in here, it throws it up, but it creates a vacuum at the back. So obviously it's pulling in wind from everywhere, which causes buffeting. Since I've done this, there's hardly anything, so I'm very happy with it. Today I could really feel the 21-inch front, how easy it made everything that we rode today. Even the loose gravel in between the car tire treads, we call it the island, like a little island between the two hard pack surfaces where the car's wheels travel. Even if I had to transition from one track to the next over that little bit of loose section, hardly any head shake, hardly any tail shake. So it just, the line that I put it on, it just followed that and it pushed through. Not once did I feel that the bike lacked in power in any way. Not that we did anything majorly technical. but those are the type of roads that I would predominantly be doing. So I am more than happy. I love the low slung fuel tanks. So the low slung fuel tanks, both sides, drops the center of gravity really down, makes the bike really stable. Yeah, all that I can say is I'm extremely happy with the bike. If anybody might be in two minds, should I get the MTX, the CF Moto MTX, it is a Chinese brand, should I, shouldn't I, will it be worth my while? I would say if you're not somebody that's terribly brand loyal, this is an extremely good bike. It does everything I wanted to do. It's comfortable to ride in town. A lot of people talk about the heat from the engine. Well, we're in Namibia, it's hot every day, all day, so I can't really say too much. I do feel a little bit of heat from the engine on your lower leg section, but I can't say that it's more than most of the other bikes that I've ridden. Definitely not more than the Harley that I've got. Other than that, 21-inch front, 18-inch rear, chain driven, very well. I can't fault anything on the bike. There's nothing really that I can find that I can say that is something that I wish they changed. I mostly ride every day in off-road mode. All the three different modes is fine for me. I don't ever go rain because it doesn't really rain here. I haven't gone rain yet. There's nothing really that I can say that irritates me about the bike. There's small things that I can comment them on, which is, or commend them on, which is stuff like on an adventure bike. Why doesn't everybody do this? These things, your clutch and brake levers, are usually the first things that go if you do drop your bike. And with adventure bike, it's not will I drop my bike, it's when will you drop your bike. It will fall over. I'm not saying you're going to be in a crash, but sometimes you just fall over with the bike. It happens. Both clutch and brake has got the foldable levers, so the chances that you are going to be snapping off or bending your clutch or brake, your gear or brake levers is minimal. Suspension for me and my wife, as pillion and luggage that we've had on so far. Today we didn't have any luggage, but suspension for me and my wife as a pillion, more than enough. It's nice. I did tighten it up a bit for my weight and Noreen's weight together, but absolutely not a problem. Yeah, I'm ecstatic, guys. Really, if, like I said before, if you are interested in maybe looking at this bike, go for it. If you're in two minds whether should I, shouldn't I, go for it. I am so happy. I've done more than 2,000 kilometers. It hasn't put any foot wrong. Today was a decent gravel section, so that I could really feel. I didn't want to do a review if I didn't do at least a decent gravel section. Today we did a decent gravel section, and it handles it like a dream, like really good. So if anybody is interested, go for it. Pull the pin, go buy the bike. It's an absolute banger for the price. Everything that you get, a quick shifter, up and down, the TFT display, LEDs all the way around. You've got a steering damper. You've got 48 mil shocks in front, where most of the other comes out with 43 inch. The engine, it's a tried and tested engine. It's the same that the KTM 790 uses. There used to be a cams issue that people talked about with the 790s. CF Moto has reworked the engine. They've put in a better oil pump, and they've reworked the channels going all the way up to the cams, so no problems there anymore. And other than that, all that I can say about the bike is I'm extremely happy. I'm not doubting my choices that I made to buy the bike. I'm extremely happy, and I know that this bike will take me anywhere and everywhere that I need to go without any issues. Thanks, guys. We will have more trips like this that I will definitely document. I'll try and take you guys everywhere with us, especially when we go to places like we went today, where you can see all the beauty that we see in Namibia. So anyway, from my side, guys, and Noreen, she's already in the shower, I'm saying thank you very much for joining us, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is me signing out. Bye for now.